It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the Classic Metal Show.
Do you have something else playing?
Not sure what that was.
Yeah, it was doing it through the whole song.
Huh. Not really sure what that was, but it's Attic Demons with Dark Angel.
I like the song, but I guess they wanted us to get two songs at once.
Apparently.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. I got a text from Kendall.
Okay.
She said that all is good.
Good.
She's back there hanging out with the band, man.
Mm-hmm.
I told her to give us a call on her way home then.
I can only imagine what that means.
Let us know what happened at her big docking experience.
She's sizing up Wild Mix drumstick.
Very nice.
Probably.
All right, let me see here. We got a couple of voicemails that I need to get to.
Okay.
I didn't really listen to either one of them.
Okay.
But we'll see what our fans have to say.
All right.
So I will put this under the begging for email.
All right.
So let me see here. Just looking for my damn bumper.
Hardly ever use them anymore.
Yeah, I know. Oh, here it is. All right, here we go.
Classic Metal Show to start. Begging for email.
What the hell is email?
Death sent me an email.
Well, when you figure it out, email me.
And here's your loser beggars, Neeley and Chris.
You've got mail.
Our good friend Richard Davis called in.
Okay.
He left us a voicemail earlier in the week.
Oh, boy. Okay.
We haven't heard from Richard Davis in a while.
All right.
But he's always got something interesting to say.
Sure.
So let's play Richard Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he's got to say for himself. Oh, this one's got a download. I thought it would play right off the Google.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Right.
Yo, what up? Hail and Kill, brothers. This is Richard Davis calling from the trailer state of Alabama. Just want to thank you guys.
So he's from the trailer state of Alabama.
The trailer state.
I didn't realize that was the state logo.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, the trailer state of Alabama.
Right.
Keeping the show rolling, keep everything cool, making my day at work go by. It's nice. And these fuckers, they're going to get it on my job site radio whether they like it or not. Well, unless some non-whites come around, then we got to turn it off, of course.
Non-whites? So basically our show is not appealing to non-whites.
So at least in the trailer state.
Yeah. So he's going to play it out in the out loud in the work site.
Yeah.
Until the non-whites come around.
Right.
So apparently the CMS is the radio show for the white supremacist group.
That's what it sounds like.
You know, no disrespect. Hey, I want to tell Ron Kill, great job on the radio show you did. Outstanding interviews. Kick ass. This dude can rock out. He can do the country thing. Just multi-talented guy. I'm not sweating him losing that gig because as everyone knows, all that guy needs is a few tasty waves and a cool buzz, and he'll be fine. But
nice Jeff Spicoli reference there.
Nice.
Is that all Ron needs? I know you converse with him more than I do, obviously, but does he need just some tasty waves and a cool buzz, and he'll be fine?
I think that's all he's waiting on. You know, he's just waiting for that wave to hit, South Dakota.
Sure. All right.
Hey, who really gives a shit anyway, man? I mean, this dude can do it all, can he not? I mean, the guy works harder than Chris Aiken's cock in a Korean whorehouse.
Is that true?
No, completely untrue. He does not work that hard.
So can we actually say that Ron Keel does not work as hard as Chris Aiken's cock in a Korean whorehouse.
We can say that. My cock works way harder than Ron Keel.
Okay.
But him staying in South Dakota is kind of interesting. You know, I figured the only thing this dude I've ever heard about South Dakota was like some old white dudes with their faces carved on a mountain, and then like that 50-foot tall Land O'Lakes statue of that Indian chick or whatever. But, you know, if he wants to stay, that's fine. It ain't no problem. And the last time I saw Sioux Falls, that bitch was on her knees behind the bowling alley taking about 4 cocks a night. She had so many cocks in her mouth she needed to clap her to get up. But, hey, do what she does. And,
So is she the lot lizard that, you know, that Rob Dukes was singing about?
Maybe it was a truck stop in Sioux Falls.
Right. The Land O'Lakes chick.
Yeah.
All right. Here I was spreading butter on my bread and I didn't know it was jizz.
Yeah, apparently not.
Wow.
I want to hit on real quick. I heard Bon Jovi might be going to the Hall of Fame and that Richie might join the band. Well, that's cool and all. The only thing I really like about Bon Jovi is when Richie and John harmonize. I think that's some of the best shit out there. They only had really 3 albums I give a shit about, which is probably the first 3 like most people. Let me see what else. Hey, they might get into the Hall of Fame. All right.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of might if. I think they are, right?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to fucking fake nonsense.
Well, I think that that was announced this week.
Was it?
Yeah, that who the Hall of Famers are this year.
That is one thing I do not pay attention to.
Well, let's find out who the nominees for the 2017 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees are.
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's see. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees 2017, or is it 2018?
Probably 20. Well, the nominees would be now, wouldn't they?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2018 Hall of Fame nominees.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Kate Bush.
Kate Bush. Okay.
The Cars.
Because they didn't get in last year?
I guess.
Okay.
Depeche Mode.
All right.
Your own personal Jesus will be inducted this year.
That's great. Well, they're nominated. That doesn't mean they're inducted,
That
right?
is true.
Okay.
Dire Straits.
Okay.
The Eurythmics.
Why? Did they have Did they have more than 3 hits?
No.
They had Sweet Dreams. And then they had Sweet Dreams.
No. Here Comes the Rain Again.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the rain again.
It's really depressing. Here comes the rain again, falling on my
like a broken dream.
Right.
Oh, baby, talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like lovers do.
But it's not based on hits.
What's it based on?
It's based on quote-unquote influence.
Who in the fuck did the Eurythmics influence? The Human League?
They were out at the same time.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. There's no Depeche Mode? They didn't influence anybody. They were just a standard, we need fucking another 8 bands to fill out the top 40. We'll take this one. That's what they were. They were not influential on any level.
Well, they were influential on the whole...
women in rock?
No. Being androgynous.
Ugh. So that gets them in?
Maybe.
That and 2 singles? Did they have a 3rd hit? Where's the Eurythmics? I gotta look them up.
Look at Nathan.
Let me see. Jesus. I'm not agreeing with him. All right, let's find their big hits. Here's your hits, Eurythmics. Oh, they don't even list the hits. Well, here's the greatest hits. That'll work. Love is a Stranger. Do you know that song?
I don't know that one.
I don't know either, and that's off the big album. Sweet Dreams, obviously. Who's That Girl? I know the Madonna version. Is it the same song?
I don't know that.
Right By Your Side. Don't know that. Here Comes the Rain Again. There Must Be an Angel. Do you know that one?
I don't.
I know this one. Sisters Are Doing It for Themselves. Remember that one? With Aretha Franklin? Sisters are doing it for themselves. Remember that one?
No.
You don't remember that song?
I don't, unless it includes a vibrator.
It's All Right, Baby Come Back. Baby's Coming Back. I don't know that. When Tomorrow Comes. You have placed a chill in... This band should not be in the fucking Hall of Fame. I'm halfway through their list and I already don't know most of the songs. And I'm a fag when it comes to this kind of music. I absolutely listened to this faggy shit in the early 80s.
The only thing that I know of Dave Stewart, guitarist from Eurythmics, is his cameo appearance with Tom Petty on Don't Come Around Here No More.
Yeah, well, that shouldn't get him in. That should get him in with Tom Petty.
Well, I agree, but that my point is from a standpoint of recognizability.
Yeah.
That for me personally, that's all I know about him.
All right. Well, I say no on the Eurythmics.
All right.
All right, start the list over and let's say yes or no. Start. Just read the list again.
Bon Jovi.
Yes. I think yes.
Kate Bush.
No. What? You don't have an opinion?
I don't know enough about Kate Bush to know anything about her. I know her. I've seen her, but
What about Bon Jovi? You think they should be in?
Yeah.
I mean, they've sold 100 million records.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so Kate Bush, I'm with you on no.
All right, the Cars.
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yeah.
Why?
I'm going to say that, from a musical standpoint, they didn't follow the norm. They weren't like the, what do you want to call the formula rock?
Yeah, well, at first, the Living in Stereo, and what was the other hit, the early hit that they had, before the album that had Drive and all that.
Yeah, that was, what was that, Candy O?
Candy O was the record. What was the song? Well, let's find the Cars. Great. I see. I just don't think they had enough either.
Well, again, it's not based on hits.
It should be. Why would you have a fucking or hits or sales? I mean, you got to be this big popular band, don't you?
No,
you should.
But it's not. It's not based on that.
But it should be based.
But it's not.
I mean, it makes no sense to make up bullshit. All right, here's their hits. Ready? Just What I Needed. Obviously a great song. Since You're Gone. Great song. You Might Think. Bag of Shit. You like that song, You Might Think?
Yeah, but that was from their big 83 album.
Heartbeat City,
yeah.
which was garbage.
Yeah, but that was the biggest commercial album that they had.
Yeah, but it was full of shit. Good Times Roll, Let the Good Times Roll, that's a good one. Touch and Go, I don't even know that, do you?
No.
Touch and Go?
Mm-mm.
Drive? All right. Tonight She Comes? No.
Mm-mm.
She's My Best Friend's Girl? That's a good one. Heartbeat City? That was not a hit. Come on. The song Heartbeat City? Not a hit. Let's Go. That's that song, right?
Yeah. Down, 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 down.
Let's go. That's pretty good. I'm Not the One. Anything?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's magic. No, that's a suck song. And Shake It Up was pretty good. All right, I guess they had enough. I know all these songs, or most of them. I know like 10 of them. So they had 10 hits. I guess that squeaks by for me, I guess.
It's a squeaker.
I don't see them as tremendously influential, though, at all.
Right.
I mean, they had some hits. Do you see them as like a big influential band?
I think their style was a little bit different than the run-of-the-mill. But yet they were still able to break through and still have commercial hits.
All right.
That's the only thing I'm basing this on.
Okay. All right. I'll let the car slide in.
Okay.
Who's next?
The next one is Depeche Mode.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Depeche Mode was a fucking pop knockoff of The Cure. Absolutely not. They did not.
Nice.
You don't think so?
They were in that same vein, yes.
But they were like the pop band. The Cure was like all weird.
Yeah.
And they were like the poppy version of that.
Well, The Cure was the first goth band.
Yeah. And then Depeche Mode came and, I don't know, bastardized it.
Well, they made it more mainstream.
Yeah, let's see what their songs were. Depeche Mode greatest hits.
Well, before you do that, our friend Kendall Peters is on the line with us.
All right, bring her on.
We'll talk to Kendall and then we'll continue this discussion.
Okay.
Hail and kill, Kendall. What's happening?
Hail and kill, Neeley and Chris. How are you guys?
Hey, sweetie. How was the show?
It was great. Awesome. Sounded great. A lot of people there. More than I've ever seen there.
Well, what size of a venue is this Penn's Peak?
What was that?
What size of a venue is this Penn's Peak? How many people did they hold?
Geez, I'm not good at that, but I'd say maybe 3,000. It's a pretty open space.
Okay.
And is seating, but it's definitely a bigger place. I could fit a couple thousand.
Okay, so what would you say the crowd was like? What percentage of the venue was sold?
I'd say about 70%, and I could compare it to when I saw Lynch Mob and Slaughter at the same place last November, Penn's Peak. The line coming in was down the parking lot. It was about, I'd say 5 or 10 times as big. So definitely a lot more people showing up for Dawkins.
Well, it was Warren and Dawkins, let's just be fair.
Yeah, Warren and Dawkins, yeah.
I know you're partial, but let's just be fair. It was Warren and Dawkins.
Yeah.
So would you say there were, what, 2,000 people? Or what'd you say the size of that place is?
3,000.
Like 3,000.
Okay, so would you say it was 2/3 full?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so about 2,000 people.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you got in and did you see Warrant?
Yeah, I saw Warrant. I saw an opening band who happened to be from the area of Wilkes-Barre, but I had no idea who they were, and they sounded like Danzig, and I really disliked Danzig, so that wasn't good. But Warrant and, of course, Dawkins were top-notch.
All right, so when the opening band was playing, did you get in your mind, fuck those guys, I'm here to see Warren and Dawkins?
I mean, I like Dawkins so much, I kind of almost said that to Warren.
Well, don't let Jennifer from 80s Hairband Whirl here let you know that.
I'll keep away from her. I've managed to do it so far.
Did you sing any of the Warrant tunes?
Yeah. I sang a little bit. I Saw Red. I've been practicing that solely acoustically. That's a good one, so I did enjoy that.
All right, let me hear a couple bars.
Okay. Ooh, it must be magic how inside your eyes I see. Whatever, come on, man. I'm not a good singer, though. I'm working on it. I got open mic night next week, I'm getting there.
All right. Well, how was Robert Mason? Robert Mason is an awesome vocalist. So how would you rate Robert doing Warrant tunes?
It's hard. I guess it's hard because I never saw Janie Lane, but I'm a big fan. And no matter what I said so far of Warrant, definitely Robert Mason is a great front man, and just his vocals throughout the performance very much excited me. He's definitely a great singer.
So you actually kind of enjoyed or kind of dug the Warrant show, regardless if you're a fan or not.
Yeah, I mean, I am a Warrant fan. I am.
All right. So then Dokken took the stage, which obviously is the reason you went. Did they live up to your expectation?
They surpassed my expectations. This was the third time I've seen them, and it's probably the best time I've seen them.
Very cool. So then you got to go back and you hung out with the guys a little bit, right?
Yeah, and going through the Penn's Peak employees, there were some issues there. But towards the end of the show, I kind of stepped out for box. I saw John Levin on stage, and I yelled, "John, I'm here," kind of like on behalf of the classic metal show. And then I said, "Neeley sent me," and I know Neeley, so and then it worked out.
Okay, so you went backstage, and what happened?
We went backstage, and speaking of the Penn's Peak employees, as we all know, there are always, well, not always, but often I hear of issues with the sound people during the Dokken concerts. So there was some animosity coming in there at first because the monitor guy was a shithead, and I'm sure if you ask Don about that he will tell you. So the mood was kind of weird going in at first, but then everything worked out, and it was a great time. And I got to meet all the members, Don, Chris, John, and Mick, and they're all cool.
All right. Well, the big question is, Kendall, when I hung out with you a little bit back in June and you talked to Don back in June, the discussion was about whether you're going to get a Don Dokken signature tattoo. Are you going to do that, yes or no?
I'm halfway there, but the trip ends because I approached Don. I told him about it. I don't think he remembered, and I don't mind because he has a lot of interactions with fans. But I kind of told him about the deal that we had, and at first I think he was like, "Oh, sure, I'll sign it," and he did do it. But then it came up in his mind again. Wait, you're not going to get this tattooed, are you? So, that happened. He was in the process of signing, but said, "You're not going to get this tattooed." And I told him, if you're still not okay with it, then no. And also, he didn't like the way he signed it. So I told him, well, this could be our first trial, and maybe next time I see him, it could be more of a solid thing. So I guess it's still an ongoing issue or topic.
Did he scribble it out?
No, he didn't, but he said he wished he had some sanitizer to wipe it off.
So, being that John was the one who kind of hooked you up in a way, or he kind of took care of things, how was John? Did you enjoy meeting him?
Yeah, definitely. Well, my sister, she was my plus one. We went back there, and John was nice, brought us back, took a picture. He specifically said to send it to Neeley, and then we talked about the transition of Lightning Strikes, and then our favorite tracks off of Broken Bones. So I had a good talk with John, and it was awesome.
Cool. Well, how was the show in general?
In general, they, in terms of the set list, they definitely played a lot of their classic songs. I was fortunate to hear The Maddest Hatter and Too High to Fly. Other than that, it was all from their classic four, so can't complain either way, but I definitely do like when they bring out those songs. As for the audience, they, I don't want to, I guess I'd use the term degenerate for some around me, maybe a little bit, because it seemed like they were doing a lot of things but listening and paying attention to the show, and I really much enjoy when singers, especially Dawn, give a little commentary before a song, and it's kind of difficult for me to hear because of some people, but overall, there is a large crowd, and everyone seemed to be having a good time.
Excellent. All right, Kendall.
Yeah.
Well, anything else about the show or the meet and greet or the after show or anything?
I'd like to put my sister on the spot. She always wants to call in and talk to you, so I thought you could let her have some time. And now she's saying no because she's a pussy. But she always wants to call in and commentate on your political discussions and such, and she never has. And before I put her on the phone with you, I'd just like to let you know that she wasn't too set on going to the Dawkins show until she heard she was going to go backstage and meet the boys. So here she is.
Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
What's your name?
My name's Casey.
All right, Casey. So what's on your mind tonight?
Dawkins was a good show. Warrant was pretty good. Hail and Kill.
Do you like or hate our? Do you like or hate our politics?
Oh, I like them.
You like our politics?
I like them a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
So why are you afraid to talk to us?
Oh, I'm not exactly, how do I say it, as into the life of radio as Kendall is. I'm more of a listener and a lurker than somebody who would call and commentate.
Well, do you know your sister is awesome?
Yes, I've heard that. Well, she's so awesome that she has people writing poems about her from across the world. So.
Very nice.
Well, she is a hottie, right?
It would appear that many people think so.
Well, who's hotter, you or her?
I'm gonna have to give that to her. I'm gonna have to.
Think?
Yeah, I think so.
If I ask her, what would she say?
I don't know. She might say the same thing. She wants to know which one of us is hotter. She wants to let you know herself.
All right.
But Hail and Kill, thank you for having me. Hand job. I'll say Don looked at us. He had to take off his glasses to see the comparison, but apparently all you guys, you've seen enough pictures. I guess you could see the pictures, but whatever.
Yeah, but we're asking who was hotter, you or your sister?
What, specifically tonight?
No, in general.
I don't know. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So.
Okay, well, what would my eyes fucking feel right? Would my eyes like you better than your sister, or your sister better than you? You know what I like.
I don't know.
Don't want to say you, huh?
No, I'm kind of I don't know the word.
Don't want to make your sister feel bad? I gotcha.
No, she's not even listening right now anymore, but, yeah.
Well, did your sister enjoy meeting Don and the boys?
Yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah, and Don was cool with you?
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Did you meet Mick?
Yeah, I just shook his hand. He seemed to want to get out of there pretty fast.
Sounds like Mick.
He was ready to, not so much the party, but I guess just head out. It's, yeah.
All right. Well, what is your big takeaway from your evening's events? The show, the meet and greet, what was it?
My big takeaway, I guess I love to be rocking with Docking, and I am appreciative of yourself, Neeley, and Chris of the Classic Metal Show. I would use the term or the analogy or whatever you'd like to call it to be you guys are like Pedro's cousins with all the sweet hookups, but it's really more than that. It's more of a friendship. So I very much appreciate it and would like to thank you guys once again.
Excellent. All right, Kendall. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to kind of give us a bird's eye view of your experience tonight, and I'm glad everything worked out.
Me too. Thank you.
All right, Kendall. Safe travels home if you're not home already.
Nope, we're on the road, and I'll be tuning in now.
All right, Kendall. We'll talk again.
We'll talk. Okay. So with that, I'll just say, hail and kill, fuck you, pal, and hand job, and keep on rocking with Docking.
All right. We'll see you, Kendall.
Let's get that stage juice going.
So she got her big night.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's fun.
Yeah. Lots of fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, good on them. Glad they had a good time.
Yeah. Not a big Warrant fan. I was just there for Docking, man.
Yet I got her singing fucking I Saw Red.
I couldn't wait till those hacks left the stage.
Yeah, get out of here, Mason, you faggot.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the real band to show up.
Yeah. I don't care if she cries sometimes. Get out of here! Bring on the Docking.
Yeah. So what if Tommy Lee was fucking your chick while you were out on the road?
Yeah, man.
All right. Let's get back to the nominees for 2018 for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, we were at Depeche Mode.
Yeah, we were at Depeche Mode, which you said was a more poppier version than The Cure.
Yes. I'm looking at their songs. I don't know. I know two. Personal Jesus and People Are People.
That's the only two I know.
Shake the Disease.
Don't know it.
A Question of Lust.
Don't know it.
It's Called a Heart.
Don't know it.
Blasphemous Rumors. Everything Counts.
Don't know it.
People Are People, we definitely know. Master and Servant.
Couldn't say.
Something to Do. Stripped.
Nope.
Here Is the House.
Here Is the House?
Here Is the House.
No.
And It Don't Matter.
Not familiar.
Fucking jerk-off band. Fuck them.
All right. The next one on the list is Dire Straits.
Absolute no. Another band. 2 fucking hits. 2 hits, and really, have you ever, in your life, in every musical conversation that you've ever had, I'm going to give 2 questions because one will lead to the other. Anytime you've ever talked about guitar players, for as much as Rolling Stones suck Mark Knopfler's dick as a fucking guitarist, have you ever had anybody, when you said name your top 10 guitar players, say Mark Knopfler?
No.
No. Have you ever had anybody ever say, hey, you know what? One of my favorite bands is fucking Dire Straits.
No.
Including in 85 when they were hot, right?
Yeah. That was when they broke. I mean, obviously Dire Straits was established in the 70s.
Yeah. They had the one hit, the Sultans of Swing.
Right.
And then they had all those fucking shitty hits off of Brothers in Arms.
Exactly.
Money for Nothing and, what was it? She's so far away from me.
Yeah, Far Away. And what was that other one?
I don't know. They stink.
Yeah, if they hadn't had Brothers in Arms, nobody would know Dire Straits.
Yeah, and even with Brothers in Arms, they weren't that good. If they didn't have that video on MTV, nobody would have given a fuck about them. Do you agree with that?
I would agree.
I mean, does anybody even care about the Sultan of Swing is the only song that still gets played even, right?
Pretty much.
I'm looking right now to see if they have a greatest hits. It should be a fucking EP. Compilations, Money for Nothing, live albums, box sets. Oh my God.
They have a box set?
box set. Oh, it's just all the studio albums. They don't even have a greatest hits, it doesn't look like. Live albums, compilations. Oh, here it is. The very best of Dire Straits. Let's see how many of these jewels we know. Sultans of Swing, we know. Lady Writer.
Don't know it.
Romeo and Juliet. Tunnel of Love.
Wasn't that Bruce Springsteen?
That's the one people know. But apparently they did one too. Private Investigations. Twisting by the Pool.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Love Over Gold.
Don't know it.
So Far Away.
I do know that one.
Money for Nothing.
Do know that one.
Brothers in Arms.
I know that one.
Walk of Life.
Do know that one.
And that's going to be the end.
Well,
Calling Elvis.
You might as well have just bought Brothers in Arms because most of those hits are on there.
Yeah, and then download Sultans of Swing and you got it. Yeah, I mean, all these other songs. Heavy Fuel, On Every Street, Your Latest Trick, Local Hero. Who's heard of these songs? These were not hits. They do not. Do you think they deserve to be in?
Not necessarily, no.
They're not influential and they're not good. And no one gave a shit. What they sell total? 30 records? They probably have about 5 million records and 4.9 of them is that one album.
Right.
Let's see. How many records did that sell? Holy smokes. Quite a few. It's 9 times platinum in the U.S.
Wow. 9 million, huh?
9 million. But then everything else behind it is gold. So they could sell 9 million. How? What does that say? They sold 9 million copies of fucking Brothers in Arms. The next album that came out, 1 million. And then they just stopped making new albums because it was over.
Well, it's kind of like Hootie and the Blowfish. They sold like a shit ton of that cracked rear view mirror or whatever.
Yeah.
And then nothing else.
Yeah, then Brotherhood Johnson came out and that didn't do nothing. Yeah, they were done at that point. But yeah. So they sold probably 12 million records and 9 of it was one record.
Exactly.
Yeah, no. Out! Beat it.
All right. The next one, Jay Giles Band.
Now, see, I love Jay Giles Band personally. I would say yes. And they had a fucking ton of hits, too, didn't they?
They did.
They had like 2 eras of that band, too, didn't they?
But that Freeze Frame album sold a lot.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main one. But then they had that song, I Do, and Love Stinks. Those are not on that, right? Those are not on Freeze Frame.
That was before Freeze Frame.
Let's find their greatest hits and see what that's looking like. Because that's really all you need. The best of the Jay Giles Band. Let's see. Wow, 9 songs, that's it? How can it be the best of the Jay Giles Band without fucking Freeze Frame or Centerfold? That's not the best of the Jay Giles Band. All right, let's try this best of the Jay Giles. All right, here we go. Centerfold, Freeze Frame, those are hits. Come Back, you know that one?
No.
Love Stinks, of course.
I know that one.
Sanctuary.
Don't know it.
Give It to Me. Don't know that I know that either. Whammer Jammer. I know that. That's good. Early 70s hit. Looking for a Love. No. Must Have Got Lost. That's a good one.
Do you know that one?
Ain't Nothing But a House Party. One Last Kiss.
I do know that one.
Teresa.
No.
Angel in Blue.
I think that was a minor hit.
Flamethrower. That's from Centerfold. She's a flamethrower. Yeah. But that was a minor hit. That was not a big hit. Nighttime. Don't know that. Do you know that? Just Can't Wait.
No.
Yeah. I Do. I love that song. And Piss on the Wall. Remember that song?
Yeah, that one that was, I literally haven't heard that one in 30 years.
Yeah. Wow. This puts a new perspective on this band. What are we thinking on Jay Giles now? I'm maybe not thinking so. I'm thinking no. What do you think?
Okay.
You with me, or you think they
Well,
should be?
again, if we're just going to base this on hits alone,
I'm not. It's not. I mean, how were they influential?
I think it's just style.
They were pretty generic. You don't think they were just like? You don't think that all the other bands that were out at the same time were sort of the same thing?
Yeah.
The early Mellencamp hit type stuff, and Jay Giles, and all sort. Billy Squier, that was all sort of the same. No?
Yeah, I don't see them as being a major standout, no.
Yeah, I'm saying no on the Jay Giles band.
All right, the next one I think this is a shoe-in.
Okay.
Judas Priest.
Fuck them. What have they done? Now they should definitely get in.
Yeah, Judas Priest is a benchmark in metal, or classic metal, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they should definitely be in there.
Now this next one, I don't even know this name at all.
Okay.
Link Ray or Rye, W-R-A-Y.
Oh, Link Rye?
I never heard of him.
Let me see who that is. I have no idea who that is.
Never heard of it.
Well, died. Born in 29. It must be some old fuck.
Link Rye.
Rockabilly. Let's see what the singles were. Wow, this fucker had a ton of singles. All right, this is like 50s music. His hits were in the fucking late 50s. And I don't know any of these songs. Rumble, Rawhide. Is it that song?
I don't know.
Comanche, Slinky, Rough Shot, Tale of the Lonesome Pine.
No idea.
Ain't That Lovin' You, Babe? Jack the Ripper, El Toro, Poppin' Popeye. I don't know any of these songs. I'm gonna just say we don't know who that is.
All right.
Leave it there.
The next one is somebody that you're more familiar with than I am.
Okay.
LL Cool J.
Yeah, he should be in, and not because he should be in because of who else they've put in. The fact that they put in NWA, LL Cool J, 450 times more influential than NWA.
Okay.
LL, I mean, if we're gonna if we're gonna put rappers in, and we're gonna have Grandmaster Flash in there, and we're gonna have Run DMC in there, and then we're gonna skip to NWA, you got to fill in the blank, and filling in the blank was LL. LL was the combination of the old school and the new school. So LL should definitely be in there.
All right. I'm just going to have to take your word for it because all I know is Knock Your Mother Out.
Yeah. And you would probably know you would recognize them, but you wouldn't know them. Like you would probably recognize Rock the Bells and they're Jingling Baby and stuff. Just because if I know you worked in the clubs. And you've been in the clubs, and they used to play the shit out of those songs in the 80s in the clubs.
All right. The next one is MC5.
See, that is as hipster as it gets. They'll get in, but I don't know. This is a pretty strong class, I'm thinking, but I'm not a fan personally, but they'll get in. They're going to get in eventually. Not a fan personally, but whatever.
All right. The next one I know nothing about. Never even heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
The Meters.
The Meters?
M-E-T-E-R-S. The Meters.
Not sure that I know who they are either. The Meters. The Meters. The Meters are an American funk band based out of Louisiana. The band performed their own music in the late 60s until 1977. The band played an influential role as backing musicians for other artists, Lee Dorsey, Robert Palmer, and Dr. John. The Meters acted as the house band for Alan Tuissett's New Orleans soul classics of the 60s and are responsible for bringing New Orleans second-line groove into popular music. In other words, they were a backup band.
Right.
Beat it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, get out of here with the backup bands. Stop it. Who's next?
Moody Blues.
Fuck no. No, they'll get in. Do you like them? I hate them.
I've seen them actually probably twice.
Oh!
I didn't go specifically to see them. They were part of a package.
So you had to sit through at least 2 hours of their shit?
No.
An hour each time?
Yeah, 2 hours if you want to go with a combination of two, correct.
Ugh. That sounds terrible. Where is the Moody Blues greatest hits? The best of the Moody Blues. All I know is I hated White Nights in White Satin. That's like the worst song ever. 'Cause I love you. Whoa! Enough. Terrible. Ride My Seesaw. You know that one?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah, come ride my seesaw. You know that one. You've heard it.
I may have. I don't know. Talking Out of Turn.
Don't know that one, no.
Driftwood.
No.
Never Comes the Day.
Don't know it.
I'm Just a Singer in a Rock and Roll Band.
That one, I do know that one.
Gemini Dream.
Mm-mm.
The Voice.
No.
After You Came.
I threw you a towel.
Right. Question.
Don't know it.
Veteran Cosmic Rocker.
Mm-mm.
Isn't Life Strange?
No.
And Nights in White Satin.
Of course.
Yeah. No. I don't think that. Do you think they should get in there?
They're a 60s transitional band from the 60s all the way up till current day, I guess.
Yeah. Are they influential in like the art rock scene or prog or stuff like that? Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not something I ever would listen to, so I don't know that I can really judge that well.
Right. The next one, I don't know who this is at all. I don't recognize the name.
Okay.
Nina Simone.
She was a fucking mid-'80s, early '90s, mid-level pop star at best. At best. Oh, no, that's somebody else. Sorry, wrong person. Who am I thinking of? She's a gospel singer.
Okay, don't know her.
And she was an activist in the civil rights movement. In today's climate, oh, yeah, she's probably going to be the main nominee.
Of course.
She's in. Doesn't matter what she did. Who am I thinking of? Nina somebody. Not Nina Hartley, the porn star. Who am I thinking of? Anyway, go ahead. Who's next?
Radiohead.
Radiohead, come on. They are a big band. They're very big. I know I know a couple of their songs. I don't like them, but they are very, very big.
'Cause I'm a creep.
Well, and what's the song? Tonight's gonna be a good night. Isn't that them? Is that them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, didn't they play the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
I think if you play the Super Bowl, that's a given that you get in because you're considered that big. So I'm going to say that they'll get in. I'm not a fan at all, but whatever. Thank you, Nathan. Nina Cherry. That's exactly who I was thinking of.
No, I know who that is.
Yeah, I thought it was Nina Simone.
And the last one, I think maybe, I'm not really sure where you stand on these guys. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Rage Against the Machine.
Well, again, in today's political climate, they'll certainly get in. I love them personally. Hate their politics, but love their tunes. You know. Oh, did I confuse Radiohead with the Black Eyed Peas? I'll tell you how, Steve Jackson, because I don't listen to faggy music, homo. That's why. Well, I do, but not those two faggy bands. Rage Against the Machine, they're going to get in. Don't you think?
Well, I think so. I think that they were kind of different from that group of
Yeah.
that group of rock.
Yeah.
And I think because of their political message, that they will definitely get in.
Yeah, and I mean, their songs are played at every football game. I mean, they're the combination of political message, and they had hits, and Bulls on Parade was a hit, and what's the other one? The doom 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 doom. Killing in the name of, they had enough hits. I would think that they probably get in.
Was their big album Evil Empire?
That was the big album was the first one, just called Rage Against the Machine. But the Evil Empire is it's good too. They only put out like 3 albums or 4. They only had, they had the first one, they had Evil Empire, they had something of Los Angeles, like Criminals in Los Angeles or something, or let me see, Rage Against the Machine. I don't think they had more than 4 albums. I could be wrong on that though, because I sort of lost track of them. Where are they at? Where's their albums? Yeah, they had 4. They had Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, the Battle of Los Angeles, and Renegades. And that's it. 4 albums. Hall of Famers.
Well, they were that hybrid rap rock metal shit that was going on.
Yeah. Plus the political message. And meanwhile, Judas Priest has fucking 65 albums, and
they've been around for 50 years.
And they gotta wait. While Rage Against the Machine will probably get in first shot with fucking 4 albums and 6 singles.
Well, I don't think Judas Priest has ever been nominated, have they?
I don't think so. So they get nominated with Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. A band that came 30 years after them.
Yeah. And had 4 records. Judas Priest did 4 records in about 4 years. That Hall of Fame is a bag of shit.
Yeah. So I say Bon Jovi gets in.
Yes.
I say Depeche Mode gets in, regardless of your thoughts.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they're a Rolling Stone band?
Yeah, because they're a Rolling Stone darling.
Yeah. Probably.
I say Judas Priest gets in because they're a veteran band.
Yeah, and that'll appease the rock and metal crowd.
I think, even though I have no idea who this guy is, this Link Rye will get in just because it's politically correct.
Yeah.
I think LL Cool J gets in.
Okay.
Just because it's politically correct.
Yeah.
I think Radiohead gets in because it's a Rolling Stone darling.
Right.
And Rage Against the Machine gets in.
Think that many, huh?
And I think Nina Simone gets in because she's black.
I don't think it's going to be that many.
You don't think?
I think that's a few. That's like 9 bands.
No, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8?
Yeah.
I don't think 8 get in.
You don't think 8 get in?
Link Rye, get to the back. Nobody knows who you are anyway. Link Rye's out of there. And I think Nina Simone's out of there too, because they've already got their radicals with the Rage Against the Machine. They don't need her, and she's dead. She can't show up anyway.
Oh, she's deceased?
Yeah, she's dead.
And when was she popular?
I don't know. Let me look her back up. Let me find her again. Nina S-I-M-O-N-E, Simone. She died in 2003.
Okay. Well, when was her era?
It says early success is in 54 to 59. Becoming popular was 59 to 64. And then her civil rights activity was 64 to 74.
I say she gets in.
Beat it.
No, I say she gets in.
You think?
Yeah, because of the climate of this whole Black Lives Matter.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I do.
All right. What are we betting?
I will bet she gets in just because of the civil rights thing.
What are we betting? A steak dinner?
I can afford that.
All right. We're in a steak dinner on Nina Simone. I say she does not get in.
I say she gets in.
I say because this they can't have anybody stand up and do a Black Panther fucking pose because she's dead? Nah. They'll give her spot to Rage Against the Machine that'll come on and reunite and perform.
So she doesn't get like some kind of honorary induction.
No, they'll bring her fucking kid or something up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's no good. That doesn't mean anything. That's not as good as having Rage Against the Machine reunite and say fuck Trump. You know, that's what you need. You need that Rage Against the Machine reunion with the double middle fingers with fuck Trump, and then in the middle of it, out comes Chuck D, and they do a Prophets of Rage fucking song too, man.
Right.
See, I got the whole thing worked out for you.
I get it.